Hello, this is Ryan Edwards. I really wanted to talk about this while this was still fresh on my mind. Today is Sunday, and I'm really kind of preparing and getting ready for a new work week. And one of the things that's really on my mind, and a theme for me personally today that I wanted to share with you all, is persistence and perseverance and persistence in action. Because in business and in other challenges, athletics, uh, music, things like that. Persistence is really going to be one of those keys. Yes, you have all the recipes and all the things that you can do in order to ensue your successfulness, but unless you actually break down and do them time after time after time again, you will have problems. And I know personally, in my own life and getting that notary guy started and getting my business off the ground and getting it to a point where I could successfully take care of myself and support myself on my own without the other forms of income. It just took a long time, and it took a lot of persistence, and it took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of going against my own personal thoughts, where there were just so many times where I just didn't think I was going to be able to make it. I just thought everything was going to crash and burn because it was something new. I'd never done it before. And when you do something new, it is going to be scary. And you are going to have the courage and the heart to just kind of persist and get past a lot of those things. But anyway, as I was saying with the story, and it took me a while. I had to pick up some other jobs on the side. At one point in time, I was working security overnight, and it was a grind. There were so many times where I just didn't feel like getting up, and I didn't feel like doing those jobs. I didn't feel like making those phone calls. I didn't feel like going to the shipping centers, or I didn't feel like doing the quality work that I was used to putting out. That I set the standard for myself. There are certain checks and things that I do to ensure that I give just an excellent product. And being in business, that's one thing too. You just really got to get an excellent product, but that's a whole nother video. But anyway, even those times where I just didn't feel like doing it, where I would have rather hang with a friend or just take a nap or go somewhere and chill out, you still had to put in that work. You still got to keep that carrot in front of your face, keep that goal in your mind, flash it in front of your face, and make sure you're recognizing it and keeping that in your mental, and just focus on that and keep pushing towards it. A lot of times it's going to take a bit longer for the goals that we have in order for us to reach those goals, and that's just the reality of life. We have a idea and a mental picture of how things are going to go, and there are just so many circumstances and other occurrences that can happen that it's just impossible to predict and to counteract every little thing that can come your way. And that's where it's really going to have to boil back down to persistence, and just having that gumption and having that willingness to fight through the suck, is what I like to call it. A lot of military people call it the grind. Back in band, we used to call it the hole. But that suck period where you climb a mountaintop, you have to go down through the valley before you can climb another mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sometimes you just got to tuck your head and go through it, and just have faith and have vision that what you're working on is worthwhile, and that eventually, if you can keep pushing through, that you will achieve your goal. It took me a lot longer. In my head, I was like, okay, business, psh, I'm Ryan, I'm a genius. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. I got this. It's gonna take me 4 to 6 months to get everything going, and I'm gonna make all this money. And it just doesn't always happen that way. And actually, looking back at it, I'm glad it didn't happen that way, because another thing going on with success is when you learn it the hard way, and when it's hard, and when it takes you a while to attain, you really appreciate it and you really look at it differently. And remember, and as you achieve a little bit of success, don't let that hinder you as well. As you're getting some progress and things are working better for you, and you get those tendencies to want to slack off and like, okay, I've been doing well today. Let me chill out. Today, let me go play basketball, go hang around the neighborhood, and shoot the breeze. You got to remember those times where your bank account wasn't what you wanted it to be. You got to remember those times where you were driving that car that may have broke down on you on the side of the road, or maybe those bubbles that you were wearing where you wish you could have had Jordans or you've got to remember those challenges, and you've got to take those challenges with you, and you've got to use those as a reminder on why you need to persist. That's very important. Having a reason on why you need to persist as well to achieve your goal is also very important. I do these off the dome, so sometimes the topic might squirrel all over the place as well. It's a little difficult to separate these categories of ideas into different videos because really everything is all intermingled. It all continues with like my other videos with the what you put in your mind, the habits, and now we're talking about persistence and just really keeping at it. You know, there's so many examples throughout history, whether it's Thomas Edison or Henry Ford, or even more recently, you know, guys like Damon John with the FUBU and everything. I know nobody wears FUBU anymore, but this guy still made a huge company. It was billions of dollars that this guy made, and he just went through failure after failure and trying this idea and trying that idea, and okay, this didn't work, so I'm gonna try something else, and that didn't work, so I'm gonna try something else, and that just continues. And with persistence, you just get smarter. And there's no way that you can't get smarter unless you're just completely not paying attention. You definitely have to have the intention of wanting to get better when you're persisting at those things. And track and measure your progress. Find a system and find a way to measure the how you're doing and how things are going for you, because that's something that can kill persistence as well. If you feel like you're not making any progress and you're just spinning around in the same situation that you were in before and nothing seems like it's going to get better for you, that's a little frustrating, and I can fully understand that. And that's actually why one of the reasons why I made this video. I'm not only encouraging you all, but I'm encouraging myself personally. I'm trying to get to a certain point in business, and you know, sometimes you feel like you hit a plateau and you're just like, okay, well, how do I get past this? And you try this, and in the same process, the same stuff just keeps repeating itself. You know, this isn't working, that isn't working, but I understand that. And from experience, I remember those times that I spent where things just weren't working for me. And I remember, even though it seemed like I just wasn't going to get through that somehow, some way, at the end of that, I was able to surpass that and overcome that challenge. I'm not going to talk your head off. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short, so you know, you can be interested in, because I know I'm not watching a long video myself, so that's really what I'm basing it off of. But anyway, peace, love, and blessings. I hope everybody has a good day. Take care. My apologies. I ended that video prematurely without offering you a solution, a resolution, a call to action, or what have you. Anyway, some of the things that really helped me get past when I'm having struggles and challenges are simply doing some research and looking at other people's situations, looking at other people who have overcame triumphs and how they did that, and the problems they encountered and the things they had to go through, and how they did it. Those are really inspiring, and it's just something in the human mind that once we see something being accomplished, we just believe it 10 times more. And that's just really something that's really important. I know personally, I'm just getting back from vacation, and we took a cruise, and on a cruise I got kind of fascinated with the operations of the cruise ship and what have you. So anyway, I started doing some research on shipping and all that good stuff. And the company, I'm not quite sure how to say this, but Maersk, Maersk, the big giant shipping company. You know, they're one of the biggest shipping companies in the world. They do all that stuff, all that shipping from China to get things to Europe and to the Americas. But anyway, multi-billion-dollar operation, one of the biggest shipping containers in the world. They probably do the most volume in shipping in the world. But anyway, the point is, even though they're top of the line and they have all the money and all the resources in the world, their newest ship that they just had, on each voyage, they still encounter challenges. Boilers break down, propeller issues happen. You got issues with modern day pirates, weather issues, traffic issues in the water. Things just aren't going to go right, and that's okay. And watching other people and other corporations and other operations get past those challenges have really been a help. And just watching that when those problems come up, when those issues come up, you just got to handle it. You got to suck it up and understand that it's going to be okay. You can fix it, and just get through it. All right. Now, peace, love, and blessings. Have a good day.